Evans Friday briefing begins now. Tonight, President Uhuru Kenyatta has placed the counties of Nairobi, Machakos, Kiambu, Nakuru and Kajiado under lockdown after they were individually and collectively declared a COVID-19 infected zone. The 5 counties were indefinitely put under cessation of all movement by road, rail or air effective midnight tonight. All public gatherings and in-person meetings in the 5 counties have also been suspended indefinitely. However, people will move freely within the 5 counties since they were locked as one zoned area. KTN's senior political reporter Patrick Amimo begins our coverage tonight.
At State House, Nairobi, President Uhuru Kenyatta zoned the 5 counties of Nairobi, Kajiado, Machakos, Kiambu and Nakuru and declared them disease-infected. Cessation of movement into and out of the 5 counties shall cease from midnight Friday. However, one can move freely within the 5 counties but will not be able to leave and enter the one-zoned area.
That all gatherings and in-person meetings of whatever nature are suspended within the counties of Nairobi, Kajiado, Machakos, Kiambu and Nakuru until further notice.
Physical meetings of the cabinet and its committees have also been suspended, except meetings of the National Security Council. Ordinary sessions of the bicameral parliament and their committees have been equally suspended. The clerk of the National Assembly, Michael Sialai, says members will meet next week Tuesday to consider the motion of adjournment among other urgent business. Sittings of county assemblies in the 5 counties have also been suspended.
Well, yesterday, the government declared a lockdown over a huge portion of Kenya. And it was a sudden and unexpected lockdown. Now, the only thing you can say that is that the excuse that they're giving is to try and contain the spread of a disease. And from what you know about this disease, it really doesn't affect young people or people who are in good health. So it's only affecting like a sliver of the population that is older and already has, pre-existing medical conditions. Now, in terms of the casualty rate is way lower than the death rate that comes from poverty. As you probably know, vast numbers of people within the main cities in Nairobi, vast numbers of people live in slums. Millions of people live in slums under horrific conditions. And the death rate there is way higher from those conditions because of the poverty, lack of adequate nutrition, crime, dirty water, dirty food, because there's no piped water. So you have more people dying from poor conditions than will ever die from this disease. But they don't take action on the poverty, but they take action on this foreign disease. And why do they do that? Well, because they are under instructions from the foreigners who control them to take these actions. So it's not something that we sat down as a people and decided. It's instructions coming from Mzungu seated in Europe. And this will disrupt the economy seriously, and it will throw even more people into poverty. And poverty itself will have deadly consequences on the people, even the suicides. The suicide rate will jump up. The child abuse rate will jump up. So why would they do this? Well, they do this because they take orders strictly from foreigners. The elite of Kenya doesn't represent the people of Kenya. They represent foreigner interests in Kenya. So whatever they are told by the foreigners to do, that is exactly what they do, despite the consequences on Kenya. In other words, more people will die from this lockdown through suicide than will die from the disease. And what is also interesting to note is they declared a sudden lockdown. They gave people less than 2 hours. Now, why would they take such cruel action? You had gone to work, outside the city, maybe. You've left your kids, and suddenly you cannot get back to the city and your kids are there. Why would they do that? I mean, the level of malice and evil in making such a decision. Now, the question goes to, why would they do that? Well, what you need to understand is that they are part of the idea of waging a psychological warfare on the population. Why? Why are they waging a psychological warfare on the population? Because they want to break you in your mind. They want to break the will of the population, because the population is resisting the chemical that the Mzungu is trying to give them. And so they are doing this to disrupt the economy and to disrupt the lives of the people in order to pressure the population to accept the Mzungu chemical. Now, the question is this: what is inside this chemical that they are so desperate to put inside the people? What is inside this? Because they are acting very desperate to inject all of you. What is inside the chemical? It makes you wonder, isn't it? But the sheer malice of the elite, the evil intent, you can just see it in these lockdowns. The disruption to the economy. And perhaps what is most disturbing is not even the malice of the coconut elite in Kenya, because that we know. What bothers someone even more is the weak response by Kenyans. I mean, I saw Kenyans running around in a panic. No resistance whatsoever. No will whatsoever. You're treated like slaves in your own country. No will. The men act like women. No will whatsoever. No resistance. That someone is saying that you should destroy the economy. You should destroy your own business that you've been building. You should destroy your own source of income. And you willfully comply. I saw people running around in a panic. Oh, I have to get here by this time. What if all of you just refused and said, this is not reasonable? You will not give me 2 hours to get from Mombasa to Nairobi because you've received a phone call from your Mzungu master giving you instructions to wage psychological warfare on the population. Just the weakness of the Kenyan men. That is what is most disturbing, because they tried to pull the same stunt in Senegal. Because, as you very well know, most African elites are coconut elites. I mean, we know this already. And the Senegalese would not put up with it. They simply said no, we won't. No, you won't put a lockdown here. They just said no. And they stood up and they said no. No, I'm not shutting my business. No, that's not happening. See, they fought for their freedom. They fought for their lives and their livelihoods. But for some reason, you don't get the same response in Kenya. And so we know that this year, because of Jubilee policies, the poverty will escalate seriously. It will escalate seriously. They will destroy the economy almost completely, because they are under control of foreigners, total control of foreigners. If they're told make a left, they turn left. If they're told take a rope, they take a rope. Tight around your neck, they tight around their necks. Go tight on the tree, they tight on the tree. Now step on a chair, they step on the chair. Now jump off the chair, they jump off the chair. This is what is facing us. But you voted for them, so enjoy. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and comment below. Kenya's time has come. Our time has come. Your time has come. A time to succeed and not fail. A time to grow wealth and not poverty. A time to go up and not down. It's time for you to stop walking and drive your car. Stop renting and buy yourself a house. It's your time to get blessed. Join the CCV movement and together let us kick poverty and unemployment out of Kenya. Become a member today. Donate what you can. And remember that the CCV is the only political organization in Kenya that is squarely built upon Christian values, unlike the rest. We'll see you next time. Thank you.